Hey everybody, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil and it's time to talk Fringe, and we're kicking off season 2 today, so I am psyched. We ended season 1 with confirmation of what we'd been hinting at for a while in that first season, that there are in fact two parallel worlds in this universe of Fringe. And we get a glimpse of it when there's deja vu or when we go on acid. But there's soft spots, and there's ways to get between these two worlds. That's what Jones was trying to do, and that's what William Bell has figured out. William Bell isn't on our world anymore. He's on this parallel world. And to what end, we're not sure. But I'm looking forward to his conversation with Olivia. Hopefully we get that to kick off this episode. We also learned that Walter has indeed made the trip to the other world himself with a very particular reason in mind, namely to replace his dead son. Because Peter died when he was a kid. He was a very sick child, and Walter, stricken with grief, went to the other world. I'm hoping we get some better terminology than just other world, but you know what I mean. And took that Peter for himself, which raises so many questions. It presumes that there's another Walter on this other world, and what would that Walter's reaction be to his son being stolen by his doppelganger? We assume that the observer is from the other world. How close, how similar are these worlds? They're different enough that the 9/11 attack on the World Trade Center didn't happen. It feels like maybe the technology in this other world is further advanced, which is how we explain some of the fringe science that we're dealing with in our world, or who knows. But I feel like the now that this is spelled out, the show's got a new direction that's going to be very interesting to follow. I'm super ready to jump into it, but before I do, let me just remind you, this is a season premiere. Like all of my season premieres, I make my full reaction available on my Patreon for anyone and everyone. You don't have to be a Patreon subscriber to check it out. So if you've ever been curious about what one of my full reactions is like, you do need your own copy, but by all means head over to Patreon, check it out. And if you like what you see, maybe supporting the channel is something you'd consider. Believe me, your support really does make the difference about whether I can continue with this channel or not. So any and all support is greatly appreciated. Whether you can or not, thank you for spending a little bit of time here today on Neil Talks with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment, all the fun algorithm things that let YouTube know that you like what you're seeing here. And let's get into it, guys. This is the season premiere of season 2 of Fringe, and it's called A New Day in the Old Town. Is this the near car accident that Olivia had? Did something happen in that moment?
You okay?
I think that guy was Olivia's near miss, but has he come from the other world? What the heck is he? Okay, we're stealing this guy's look.
So who's our man? Who was driving this vehicle?
Olivia Dunham.
Come on, I don't need you to make me anything.
Are we making pancakes?
I'm making you a custard. It's my specialty.
I don't like custard. In fact, I've never liked custard.
As a boy, you loved it.
Yeah, that
Just
was
forgotten.
Mr. Bishop?
Yeah.
Agent Jessup, hi.
Hi.
We are now filming in
I have a
Vancouver.
couple questions for
How
you.
bad is she?
We don't know.
Where's Charlie?
I'm sorry, Charlie who?
Agent Charlie Francis, where is he?
Yeah, I believe he's en route from Quantico. I'm the agent in charge.
Agent in charge, where is Olivia Dunham?
No one saw anyone leave the SUV. I checked with the field office. They said that all of your work is
Classified.
Yeah.
And that you don't have access. I don't have time for this.
is cooperating.
I would love to cooperate as soon as you can find me an agent who can actually help me.
Right,
Oh, awesome. So there was a moment of divergence at that near miss at the end of last episode. And but it's not instantaneous. Oh, I'm so intrigued. Has she come back after going to the other world, or is there two Olivias now?
Special Agent Broyles, we need to talk about what happened at the crime scene.
Sir,
What happened, Junior Agent? A random traffic accident involving a federal agent. No extenuating circumstances, case closed.
but this girl.
Sign the report, Agent. That's an order.
It's Meghan Markle.
Well,
It's so bizarre seeing Meghan Markle.
Patients who suffer this kind of head trauma simply don't regain consciousness.
Third.
So is this the Olivia from the other world and they swapped? Or what?
Mind if I join you?
Excellent whiskey bar, the Irish Heather. They didn't even change the signage.
I'm guessing you don't drink.
Double.
Think again.
The efficacy of the division is being questioned.
They're shutting you down? We were the cleanup crew. Sent in to mop it up and make sure it was all neat and tidy for the file.
She's not gonna let this go. Where'd she get that? Oh, sis.
She had a living will. No life support.
Whoa. Fun.
You were in an accident.
No. I was trying to get somewhere and someone was trying to stop me, but I went there anyway and he told me something.
Who?
I don't know, I can't remember, but it was very important. There's something that I have to do.
Who, Olivia? Who told you to do what?
Man.
I think that our lives may depend on it.
Whose lives?
Ours. The whole world's.
Everyone's.
She sounds like Walter.
Please, Peter, my gun. I need my gun.
Okay. It's her. It's our Olivia.
That means the driver wasn't slowing down.
He was speeding up.
Then he must have been waiting.
Now it's your turn. What's the Fringe division? What do you people do?
Nothing. Not anymore.
Body. Look at his lividity.
Just, he's been dead for days.
This guy was driving a car in New York. It wasn't yesterday.
Agent, I need this body taken back to my lab.
Hey, lunatic, this body is going to the morgue. Is he crazy?
Take it wherever he wants.
Lovely.
Is he crazy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
There are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt
Oh,
in
wow. Really? Butchered Shakespeare.
They said I can ride in the back with the body.
Stay out of the medications, though. Please.
Oh.
It's electric 251.
Doesn't exist. They never made one.
Wrong.
245 straight to 255.
I'm
Wrong
still
world.
gonna need the 251.
Ah, you one of them?
Oh. This guy knows. Oh, meeting prevented. The typewriter is in both worlds. Yeah, you weren't as successful as you think. This is so cool! It's moving in the reflection, but not in our world. And kill her. Oh.
Agent
Jessup.
Welcome to
Welcome
Fringe.
to Fringe Division.
I need 4 Bunsen burners, 8 metal bowls, yay big, and a freezer.
Do the bowls need to be sterilized?
It's not for the autopsy. It's for the custard.
Custard.
Walter, will you forget about the custard?
I refuse.
There's a cow. Vancouver cow.
You're not all right.
Charlie, I'm fine.
But you don't remember what happened.
She fires. Hits me in my chest. Hospital for 2 weeks, kept on telling my wife. I'm fine. Now, if you're like me, you got a gun underneath your pillow. You can fool the doctors, kiddo. Can't fool me.
I can't even load it. My hand won't stop shaking.
Look inside the mouth.
We're going to see the 3-pronged
Close it, dear.
thing on the roof. The scar of that.
Indents like stab wounds. What are they?
It made me remember something.
My father recently took a little trip down memory lane and, for no reason, has become wildly obsessed with my childhood.
Focus, please. This is an experiment that Belly and I did. We're trying to augment her 5th, 6th, and 7th chakras.
Throat, third eye, and crown.
That is correct, Asterix.
Astrid.
You wanted her to see God.
The man with the machine. 3 nails go in the mouth.
There.
Oh, he's a soldier from somewhere else. He's from a place that looks like this, but it's not here. He's from another universe, man.
I know Tegan.
And then he changes.
I look forward to seeing some local actors on the show.
Shapeshifters, that's how they hide. They can look like us.
So we've got... Yeah. Breathe, Liv. Are we not going to see her conversation with Belle at all?
The old X designation and your Fringe investigations
The X
have been
designation.
indulgences in the federal budget for
We're
over
directly
half a century.
referencing the X-Files.
Well, the salad days are over, Mr. Broyles.
Colonel, or special agent, as you'd prefer, Senator. Yes, sometimes the threat is familiar. But I have come to learn that sometimes it is far worse, and when it is worse, when the threat is unimaginable, that is when we are at the door. And you should thank God for that.
I'm sorry.
Well, I don't have to tell you how important it is that Fringe Division not be shut down.
I'm not the one who needs convincing.
Okay.
Do what you always used to do.
We knew they had history, but... So we're looking for this guy now.
They found this guy 2 blocks from the accident site.
The shapeshifters must leave the original body behind. These killings weren't random.
Which means this man, this thing, whatever it is, it's still trying to accomplish its goal.
Olivia.
Killing Olivia. Yeah. Is he gonna steal her? No, he's gonna impersonate a nurse or something.
Oh my god.
He's there, we'll get him.
He's a shapeshifter.
So, how's your memory?
Still all just fragments. It's as if I went somewhere and talked to someone and then came back to the accident.
Yep.
Something's hidden.
Yes. Where?
I can't remember.
It's really all you know then, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have to kill you then. We got a gun.
Don't fight it, it's over.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Suspect is now white female, black hair.
You okay?
Go get that bitch.
Yeah. So much Riverview Hospital at this. I've shot in those tunnels and in that building so much over the years. Nice.
Charlie! Hey, you okay? You hit?
Good.
Are we sure it's Charlie? He did shoot her.
Walter thinks that she was a shape-changing soldier from another universe. Thinks that might be where you went. You said that to me. Greek. My mother used to say that to me every night before I went to bed.
There really isn't a point where things just can't get weirder, is there?
What does it mean?
It means be a better man than your father.
Really?
Is it true that they're shutting us down?
No.
Oh. Peter's gonna work his magic. And Broyles is gonna work his magic.
Agent, you said they needed to see results.
Yeah.
Walter says this tech isn't from here. And if they can fix it, they can have an army who can look like anyone they want them to.
Okay. We're just offering the government shape-shifting technology? We're doing Bible revelations? Yeah.
Happy birthday, Peter! Like custard.
Custard. Birthday custard. Fuck, it's... Charlie's dead. That's the shapeshifter. All right, the show's taken the next step. I dig it. Wow, lots to process here. Olivia came back. We're not going to learn about her conversation with Belle in the other world just yet. But apparently he told her she needs to find something. But she's having trouble remembering. Not unlike how Walter often has trouble remembering. And maybe that's one of the side effects of going back and forth between the worlds, is your memory gets really messed up. But we'll find out what that is. There's a shapeshifter out to get Olivia. It thought it got her. It caused the car crash that happened and didn't happen. There was... So a shapeshifter was sent to stop her from meeting Nina Sharp. Presumably Nina was going to at least tell Olivia about Belle, if not introduce her to Belle. And a shapeshifter knew about that and was going to cause a car crash and prevent that from happening. And he thinks it happened, but somehow there was a divergence there. Two things happened. So did she at that moment, did she transport to the other world? It would explain why Nina never showed up in the restaurant in the other world. But then she was also teleported when she was taking the elevator down from that restaurant, and she ended up in the World Trade Center before being sent back to the stationary van and completing the crash, so to speak. So weird. So weird. And now that shapeshifter is Charlie. Except, how did the nurse's body end up down there? Unless that's the original nurse. And, like, the shapeshifter would have had to have the nurse's body with him, basically, so that he could stage the Charlie killing her. It doesn't quite make logical sense to me, but let's get past that hurdle. Let's just say it isn't Charlie anymore, it's a shapeshifter. Charlie's dead. But Kirk Aceveto's kicking around for a while. So, okay. This also explains to me why that episode from season 2 should have aired during season 1. Because Charlie's still alive. That makes total sense. Okay. I get it. I'm getting it. Meghan Markle. She's going to be kicking around for a little bit. I don't know for how. Like, is she a new member of the team? Is she here all season? Is she just here until Olivia gets back on her feet? They were about to shut down Fringe Division, but they ended up not. They ended up. Well, they demanded. They demanded not proof so much as show us why it's worthwhile. And Peter's offering up this shape-shifting tech, which feels like really dangerous stuff to give any government. But nevertheless, that's the price to keep Fringe Division up and running. So that's what's going to happen. Broyles and Nina are a thing. I never got that at all last season. I got that they were they were friends, that they had a long history together. I never got the idea that they might be romantically linked, and yet we're kicking season 2 off with that. Okay. It's frustrating that we don't get the conversation between Olivia and Bill, but I get why you don't do it. Keep things a mystery. And also, don't make Leonard Nimoy a series regular. Bring him for, save his appearances for unique particular moments. You only need to bring him out half a dozen times over the course of a season instead of every episode. Makes those moments a little more special. But I'm super curious about what they discussed. I love the typewriter that exists in both worlds, and it's how you send messages back and forth. Really cool ideas. The show's just super weird now, and I love it. I love the potential for where this season sits right off the bat. I'm super curious to see where we go. We might be going into the Bible because Jessup, Meghan Markle, is linking these past cases with passages from the Book of Revelations, the number of the beast, and all that. So, yeah, wow. I have a thought, and I'm having a hard time putting it. I was editing an episode of Fringe yesterday from late in season 1, but I can't remember which episode. I can't remember whether it was the one I was editing yesterday or whether it's from a couple before. But I remember seeing somewhere on screen, it wasn't even said out loud, but somewhere, maybe it was in the ZFT manifesto, maybe it was somewhere else, but there was a line, something along the line, in explaining the two worlds, like walking on custard. And now Walter's making custard. He loves custard. Peter used to love custard when he was a boy, but that wasn't our Peter. One more reason why I think maybe Walter wrote ZFT after all. But we also have this Greek phrase that Olivia spat out first thing she said when she woke up from her coma, basically. And it happens to be this code phrase that Peter and his mom used to say, but that's probably Peter from the other world. So this is a phrase from the other world. And is Peter's mom still alive over there? Does Belle somehow have access to that information? When is Peter going to learn that he's not from this world? He's from the other world, and he was taken by his father. Now, we don't know whether he was given or stolen or what, but yeah, man, I don't know what to make of it. I just don't know. But I'm excited for this season. I hope you guys are too. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Don't forget to do all the fun algorithm things. I can't wait for next week. Can't wait to see you guys then. Take care. Stay healthy. We'll see you soon. Cheers.